in an
Of the day.
hour.
My fourth stream of the day,
Wow.
honestly.
Hell yeah.
That's
What can I
crazy,
say?
Amanda.
Streaming professional. I eat, sleep, and breathe stream.
All right, well, before we celebrate too much, let's actually check to make sure that for the rest of the world,
Oh
we
god,
are...
I'm so nervous.
I know.
No, they really want it to be delayed at this point. It's a consistency
Oh, it
thing.
looks
You
good.
need to
It
be
looks
consistent.
Does it look okay? I haven't pulled it up yet.
Yeah, it looks great.
But how does it sound? Because that was the actual
No,
problem.
no, it looks and sounds
looks
great.
and
Yeah,
sounds
it
okay.
sounds,
Oh, gotcha,
looks.
gotcha.
We got it all.
Okay, well, does somebody want to confirm who's not Amanda?
Oh, yeah,
'Cause
someone in
Amanda's
chat,
like
help
the
us.
mom of the stream, and you can never trust your mom's feedback.
What?
Oh.
Why
No,
am I the
I mean,
mom?
as dad, I don't like that actually. I'm gonna end that sentence right
I'm
now.
mom, your dad, and then
Well,
what?
Anthony is
Anthony
clearly
your
our
son?
child.
Wow!
We're raising Anthony platonically.
How do you think they're doing, guys? Am I
I'm-
well adjusted?
Yeah,
I
we're very
personally
proud of
think
you.
Weirdly, this does fit. So I get it that I'm mother and you are father and Anthony is baby. I see it.
This is great.
I can't deny.
I don't think I have many friend groups where I am baby, so this is honestly
Sorry,
great
Anthony.
news for me.
Well, welcome to being baby. Hope you enjoy.
Yeah, I think it is the vibe kind of the stream. No, Amanda has
So why is
obnoxious
this
toddler
funny?
energy.
Because it's true? Is that why it's funny? I have obnoxious toddler.
I thought I was gonna get that by you without you hearing it.
I definitely do, but I also feel like even if I were a mother, I would also have obnoxious toddler energy. I don't think that would ever leave me. You know? So I think
Okay,
even as
so this
mother,
is-
obnoxious toddler does also fit mother for me.
True to you being a mother.
It's true to me being a mother. Imagine trying to raise a child with someone who is also an obnoxious toddler.
I think a lot
I mean,
of people are
isn't that
doing
most heterosexual women's
Relate
Sort of
yeah,
lot in
that's
life?
true.
Take that,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Take that.
Yeah, take that, man.
sorry, man.
Except for me, because obviously, clearly in the relationship, I would be the obnoxious toddler. So not all men, some women.
Whoa.
Also.
Amanda really opening stream 3 of the day with not all man.
Guys, I think we're gonna have to restart this one just because of the optics.
Let's just try to get our audio in sync with our values.
Amanda,
Don't clip me.
Clipper.
Don't do it.
Right down the time
I don't
code.
think you can. I don't even think you can clip us. We're not clippable. We're not affiliates yet. We're safe.
We're not clippable.
Wow.
We can
There's no
say
evidence
anything
that
we
this
want.
ever existed other than the entire YouTube stream.
Yeah, I don't think you can clip us. Of course, the VOD will still be there, and it is quite close to the beginning of the stream. So there is that.
Oh my
But we've
God.
put up
Undefined.
some smoke screens. We
Because
put up
if you
some
do want to
smoke
watch
screens.
the other VODs, if you're watching on Twitch, just a fun fact, the VODs are saved forever on YouTube. So if you want to go back and relive any
That
of
is
these
true.
beautiful moments, these memories, or if you've missed a previous episode, they're over there. You could watch them. You could subscribe. I don't know.
Wow,
Speaking of
smooth as
episodes,
hell.
This is Yazeba's Bed and Breakfast, a game about a magical bread and breakfast.
Bread and
Where
breakfast.
it's always September 15th. We are gonna pick a chapter today, as we often do, because it's time. It's time to do a little. Little streamy stream. A little play of a game.
Little play of a
Wow.
game.
That's why we're here.
So, Anthony and Amanda, would you like me to really quick say what the chapters are again?
I would love
Yeah.
that.
Neat. We have plenty to choose from. I'll go through in the order they appear in the index.
I need to
Chapter
open
5,
all my
Another
cheats.
Rainy Day. I'll skip ones that we've done.
Okay.
Chapter 6, Firefly Catching. Chapter 10, The Breakfast Feast. Chapter 7, The Witch's Missing Shadow. Chapter 1, A Birthday for Gertrude. Chapter 14, Lights Out. Chapter 16, Ice Skating. Chapter 18, Who Knows How a Garden Grows. Chapter 21, Gone Fishing. Chapter 12, After Dinner. Chapter 9, The Pancake War. Chapter 13, Hey Kid Goes
Yeah,
A-Guysing.
Pancake War.
The Pancake War?
Well, no, I was just saying people were talking about that earlier in chat.
It was
What
mentioned.
are you guys into in chat? Tell me your hopes and dreams and desires. Tell me everything. I would love to know what you're vibing with and what you're feeling.
Lumix is back on the Pancake Wars train. Understandable.
Back on the
I
Pancake
I
Wars
also
train.
will say the witch's shadow stuck out of my mind and Gertrude's birthday, but that could just be also because we just read that Gertrude thing and then it made me want to be like, what's that about?
I'm a fan of, let's narrow it down then. Let's say those are our three options. We've got
Cool.
Witch's Missing Shadow, Birthday for Gertrude, or the Pancake War.
Yeah,
Anthony, what lies in your
Oh,
golden heart?
well,
Your golden heart?
okay.
I
was
consider
thinking about
Anthony a very
complete-
good person.
Oh, thanks, Kurt.
It's not just because Anthony's my child.
Yeah, you raised me this way. Okay. You know what? I know nothing. I'm lost in the book, but Witch's Missing Shadow seems kind of sick. What were the other ones? Breakfast Feast and Pancake War?
Pancake War and Birthday for Gertrude, I
Birthday
think.
for Gertrude. Okay, okay.
Something like that.
Hmm. Yeah, we're definitely on like a Gertrude run at the moment. Like I feel like Gertrude's the main character, you know? But I kind of feel like subverting, to be honest.
Oh, let's do the Pancake War. Screw it.
All right.
It's been asked for.
I like it. I'm here for it.
We
I
are
love
Wait.
here to
pancakes.
please
The
you.
shadow.
I love
Is the
wars.
shadow a different
No, I don't love
tone?
wars, but I do love pancakes. What?
Not all men. I love war. Amanda's just really trying to set a
Kurt,
certain tone here.
They can't clip me over here. I'm safe.
If,
Oh, I
You can only
anybody
clip
would-
me on my channel, twitch.tv/vampx13.
This is
Better
why-
not go follow me there and clip me.
The reason the channel is called Lies You'll Enjoy is because Amanda's about to spew her conspiracy theories.
So here's a
We
consideration.
promised YouTube we weren't that so that they would let us have a channel name.
We kind of
we
did.
can't.
They immediately flagged us when we
They
created
immediately
this channel, and they were
flagged us.
like, "You can't just tell lies." We were like,
And then
"Oh,
I had to write back and be like, no, it's in regards to like role-playing games and telling stories, not so like lies, stories, not like misinformation. And then like immediately it was put back to being fine. So I was like, oh, okay. I
we
guess
were
that just
worried though.
fixed
We
it.
thought about rebranding like legitimately."
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
legitimately.
So here's a consideration. Pancake War and Gertrude, those chapters are both frantic moods, which we did last week.
Sure.
Whereas
Oh.
something we have never done
Oh.
is an eerie mood.
I'm
Is that the Witch's
so
Shadow?
into that. Yeah, Witch's Missing Shadow is an eerie mood. I really want to.
Yeah, let's do it. It's also got Emily. Would love to have a chapter with Emily.
But
Emily, beep boop
Maybe
bop.
we'll do Pancake War next week so that people that want to see it.
In fact, I think we
Can
will.
we confirm it? Let's confirm it. Yeah, okay.
I'm
That way
settling
we
down.
we can advertise it as this week only.
This
Calm
week
down.
only.
Pancake Wars.
Pancake
Hey
War.
guys, just a quick streamer meeting where the chat's not here. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Let's every week say that we'll do Pancake Wars next week, so they keep coming back, and then
Such a good fucking
great
idea.
infinite
idea.
audience.
This is
Okay,
a
sure.
really
All right,
good
all right,
Yeah,
all right.
okay. All right, okay. Next week, folks,
Next week.
Pancake War.
It's Pancake War.
But this week, The Witch's Missing Shadow with Yazeba
Where'd it go?
Ooh, we got
Emily.
Yazeba back. Nice.
and anyone who has a sharp eye.
Okay.
Chapter subtitle, in which Emily must recapture Yazeba's shadow before it smashes the whole house.
Fucking
Okay,
cool.
which character has had the sharpest eye of all the characters we've already played so far? What do you guys think? Who is the
Do we want
sharpest eye?
do we want like the little intro story first?
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
put us in the mood,
yeah.
see what we want.
Put us in the mood.
Okay, Anthony, you didn't get to join story time
That's true.
last time, so why don't you start?
All right, here we go.
Wait, what page is it?
Page
though?
91 in the PDF.
91. That's so far, man.
91.
This is a thick book.
It's a thick book.
I still need to add it. Wait, why was that funny, Anthony?
This is a thick book.
It's just the emphasis that I put.
I think we're really getting
Interesting.
ready for our
Fascinating.
eerie mood story here.
I still have to put it on my throne. I really want a copy of it, and I
Buy
think
me a thick book.
if I go to PAX
Buy me a
Unplugged
thick
and they're there, I'm gonna get us all a copy of the
Oh,
book. I will
buy
literally
me a
save.
thick book.
I'll buy you a thick book.
That's my real friend.
Or well, I don't have to buy us all a copy. Kurt already has a copy.
I
so
do.
just
Physically
you and me,
and
Anthony.
digitally.
Oh, okay.
Physically
Okay, cool.
and digitally.
Cool.
Kurt doesn't just
Ready?
go one way; he goes both.
Yeah, that's right.
Physical.
That's what that means.
Just before we started streaming, Amanda said, I don't really make like double entendres on purpose.
Yeah. Hey,
I
Amanda, you're
didn't do that
lying.
on purpose.
No, you did.
That's
the both
malarkey.
ways was on
Didn't think
purpose.
about it.
Absolute
Till I had said
malarkey.
it, and then when you guys were like, "Oh, here we go," I was like, "Oh no, what did I say?"
I can't believe you.
No, I'm not on board. There's no
How?
way
It's
this swing
true.
both ways.
I'm not lying. I swear
Amanda,
to God.
this is a lie I don't enjoy. So please stop telling it. It doesn't fit here on this channel.
You guys are killing me. I'm literally dying. We haven't even. We're supposed to be eerie.
Okay, we're getting all the sillies out. Okay, we're gonna
Alright.
be eerie.
We're bad at. We're
Ready?
bad at.
Ready?
No, we're good at being eerie. We could be eerie.
We could be eerie.
I believe in us. But we are so silly, guys. Do you realize how silly we are?
No, I'm very serious.
I think they must.
Are you ready?
Yes.
It was a blustery sort of day, with a wind that jeered and dove at anyone with loose papers, but did nothing to move the dark and heavy clouds overhead. Yazeba had been away for a while now, on witchy business, a phrase which meant errands that Yazeba didn't want to do, but had to. Emily loathed when Yazeba went away, both because it meant some people would take it as an excuse to play loud music until very late at night, and that the witch would return in a horrible mood.
And thus, Emily knew precisely what to expect when they heard Yazeba's bicycle touch down against the front porch. The front porch door slammed open without her even touching it, and she strode into the bed and breakfast, a trail of battered leaves swirling across the threshold with her as she wrestled with the wind knots in her hair. With one gesture, her enormous fur coat perched itself on a rack. Her cigarette disappeared in a puff of smoke with a snap of her fingers, leaving ash mingled with the autumn leaves.
Unacceptable, Emily thought to themselves, analyzing the leaves. They turned to grab their dustpan from the broom closet, but realized it was missing. The only thing inside was an old wicker broom.
Some people, Yazeba groused to the empty foyer, just have no sense of perspective. They never see what or who is really important. I have no patience for it.
Amelie passed her unnoticed and swish, swish, swish brushed the leaves back out the door. Swish, swish, snap!
The witch and the robot both froze and looked down at the broom, where they saw Yazeba's shadow caught up in the bristles and severed from its mistress. It grinned back at them, wriggled free, and shot up the stairs. The wind shook the bed and breakfast like a howl of laughter, and Amelie could hear a vase shatter at the top of the hall.
Flowers of fire, Yazeba whispered in sudden quiet, her face very grim. Did anyone see which way it went?
So, this
Horrifying.
chapter is an eerie mood, which means we will be using a deck of cards with it. I'll take care of that. In
This
just
is
a
very
moment.
October of us.
Oh, nice. September
Ah.
30th. Perfect.
There you go. It's too bad we don't start at like 10 p.m. anymore. Or we would
We
make
won't
it.
make it to October, damn it.
Won't
Oh
make
my
it.
goodness.
So, for this chapter, we're going to have a deck of cards, and whenever anybody wants to push onwards, they can do a bingo or a whoopsie and flip cards from the top of the deck until they reveal a face card. Jack, queen, king, or an ace in this case. Those are called omen cards here. If you do a bingo, then you'll flip cards until you get an omen card from a black suit. If you do a whoopsie, same thing, but with the red suits. And when you reveal an omen card of the correct color, we look at the rules, see what happens next, and hold on to that card unless the rules say otherwise. So if the deck runs out before you find an omen of the right suit, there's a moment of uneasy quiet, and we shuffle the deck. So that is mechanically how eerie mood chapters go. And this specific chapter has some some little
So
things for us to
it's
dig
like a
into.
little press your luck game that we're playing.
Is it? It's kind of like.
Is it? Do we decide when we stop flipping cards?
We flip until we get an omen card, like a face card of of a suit, any suit, or well, no, depending on which.
Oh, but we take turns flipping. I thought one person was flipping a bunch of cards.
You do if you so for those at home, characters have things called bingos and whoopsies. Bingos are when they do something good for them. Whoopsies are when they do something in their character that is not maybe so good for them. And if your character does one of those things in this game version, this chapter, you flip until you get a black face card. Whoa, I wish I hadn't said that. Wow, we're just stepping in mud all over today.
Don't clip this.
Don't clip this.
We can't be clipped. We can't be clipped.
Red cards, red face cards, great, so much better. I'm just gonna call them omen cards because it includes aces. Whatever.
I think that is how we say that, though, isn't it?
It is.
There
I'm just feeling hyper aware of myself today.
Yeah. Should come up with a better way. Well, just black suit, red suit.
We can
sure. They're omen cards. That's what they're called.
Sure.
Anyway, when we flip one, something happens.
Okay.
There are sort of two categories in this particular chapter. Shall I just sort of continue going through, or Anthony, did you read ahead and you want to say words about it?
You can keep going. I can read stuff, but I don't have any special, knowledge to impart.
Sure. Great. Okay. So we can hear the shadow crashing around in the bed and breakfast. And the concern is that the whole place is going to go down because of that slippery bastard. When we flip up an omen card, that's Jack, Queen, King, or Ace, from either the black suits or from the diamonds, then everyone hears the racket the shadow is making, and we cross it off in our little list. We have found it.
Racket.
When the chapter starts, we begin with the umbrella stand having been knocked over.
Okay.
Cool. So if you have an omen card because you flipped one up, you keep that and you can toss it aside in order to clean up one of the crashes that happened during the course of play, which is going to happen a lot because every time one of those three suits comes up, a new mess is going to happen. And we won't read those out right now, but trust me, messes happen.
And if we run through the deck, do we just reshuffle it? Like, is the deck
Yes,
reusable?
but there's a moment of uneasy quiet when we reach the bottom of that deck without having an omen card.
Gets spookier.
Gets spookier.
Gets a little spookier.
Cool.
I like it.
Finally,
I like this a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
The mechanics in this sounds so fun.
So
I'm actually remembering reading the mechanics for the Eerie chapters and thinking, oh yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, these are some sexy mechanics.
Yeah, the inside of my head sounds like the Kool-Aid Man. Sorry, Anthony?
That makes a lot of sense. No, I just think it's so cool that there's so many games in one, Like,
Yeah.
it's not really one game. It's got a
Every
whole different set of
chapter is
mechanics.
its own game. Like, it's like people are like, how do you play it? And I'm like, well, each time it's a little different. Like, it's not really one way you play. It's like every chapter has its own little quirks.
So fun.
But I was like, but it's easy enough that, like, if you just know, like, basic game mechanics, like, it's fine. It's not hard to learn, but it's different every time, which is so fun.
Yeah. So you'll have noticed that Kurt has told us what happens for diamonds, clubs, and spades, right?
But there's one more suit. The hearts. If a heart comes up, a heart omen card, then some guests get scared. Some guests get all kinds of scared. Somebody grabs a guest that no one's playing yet, and then that guest sort of loops us into the tizzy that they're into. And there's a few different options depending on what we pulled.
It becomes like a haunted house.
Yeah.
Pretty sick.
Yeah. Because of this horrible shadow. That's how this works.
Oh my gosh, I love this.
Yeah.
I wish we were dressed up as ghosts.
We can comfort a frightened guest by doing a bingo, by the way.
Nice. Okay, good.
Yeah.
And
that pretty much
There's
gets us where we're going. The
one more
only
thing,
other
right?
trick, yeah. So if we pull an ace, not only is there like a normal consequence that happens from an omen card, Yazeba's shadow has also snuck up on us. It's slippery and faster than light, and it's going to use mischief to us. Will do mischief to us and escape. Everyone does a whoopsie about it, but doesn't reveal more cards.
Fun.
And then whoever revealed the ace collects it. Now, if we collectively toss aside 3 aces that we've collected, we catch the shadow. Like, yes, we describe how we corner and trap it, and the chapter ends when Yazeba decides what to do with the shadow. However, when the chapter ends, if there's more than 5 bumps and crashes that aren't checked off, that happened, but we didn't clean up by paying one of our omen cards, then the bed and breakfast gets a broken vase. Otherwise, we get a hammer. What's the difference between these? Nothing mechanically, but certainly elements are different in terms of how we perceive it in the narrative.
Amazing. Amazing.
Thanks, everyone, for sitting through Kurt's Rule Time, featuring...
I love Kurt's Rule Time.
Jeez.
Okay, guys, I'm suggesting... We've played a lot of characters in the past. We've, like, always grabbed 2 characters in previous rounds. Feels like the moment to each choose 1 character, and then we'll pick up guests along the way.
Yeah.
Seem right?
Yeah, I think you're right. But who will we be?
Somebody will we be? Yazeba. Somebody should be Emily, and then we have somebody else with a sharp eye.
Someone else with a
sharp eye.
Also, shoutouts to Amusing Streamer for posting the correct link. I apparently on my Twitter, as I was like sending the message while I was in here, posted my stream's link by accident.
Wow.
Which is not helpful because I'm not live over there. And Amusing Streamer responded to my tweet with like our link so that people can actually find it.
That's who we call a most valuable player. Most valuable streamer? Maybe. There's only 3 of us here, and Amusing Streamer hasn't had audio problems today. So
that's like once we have roles unlocked, that's like a VIP move, I would say. That is like a move of the highest caliber. So thank you for doing that. And I also then responded to it being like, whoops, yep, this is right.
You're not just amusing. You're amazing.
Oh,
I agree with that. I agree with that. Change your name.
Change your name. Make a new account.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, so thank you for doing that. Cool. So what character is the sharpest of eyes? Who's the sharpest eyed amongst them?
Well, perhaps let's just ask first, does anybody feel Yazeba or Amelie calling to them?
I'm kind of excited about both, to be honest.
No, I don't think so.
Great.
For me.
Well, it's good to know. Kurt, do you have a feeling about either one?
But I could, if you guys need me to. I would still have fun.
I love both of them, actually, so I could be either.
Oh, okay. This works out good then. And then I'll be the third.
And then do you choose a different one? Me and Kurt are going to fight over who's going to be Emily and who's going to be Yazeba.
Okay. Yeah, who else do I think would be good? Like who is the sharpest of eye? Who's got sharp eyes? I feel like Parrish kind of has sharp eyes. How do you feel about that?
I would love to see your rendition of Parrish. That's fun.
I would also love to see what that looks like. I don't know. Do we choose any guests, or are the guests more they only get brought in when we pull them in?
Let's bring them in as they come up.
As they appear.
Think that sounds fun.
Okay. So you want to keep it like core residents for our group, and then maybe some guests will get
as we come.
Yeah, pull them in as they become relevant.
Okay, so then I'll be Parrish then. I like that.
Sweet. Okay.
That means after today there will only be one resident.
Once a night. I'm a brave frog.
Wow.
That's also true. I'm glad. Getting into character right now.
Right away.
Our last appearance of Parrish was in our very first time playing this game, in which we were also trying to play other characters that they were portraying.
Yeah.
Kind of a wacky thing to start with.
It was weird. It was great though. But yeah, Parrish was a sweetheart is what I recall of Parrish in that. I just remember Parrish being very passionate about his performance, wanting to like be like, oh, I'm a good sword fighter, I'd make a great knight, and then running off to like make baked goods for everyone. So that's what I remember. He seemed pretty like a cutie, basically. Now the chef at the bed and breakfast who uses he, him pronouns. Well, pick me if the flames of chivalry burn bright in your heart. Someone might need a bite to eat. You have a terrible pun you need to tell.
Yeah. Anthony?
I think I want to be Yazeba.
Perfect. I'll be Emily. That's exciting. It seems that was what I wanted. I didn't know until you picked Yazeba, and then I went, oh, nice.
Interesting, interesting.
So, folks, Emily is a housekeeper robot. They are, last episode, Emily did not appear, but had lost an arm, or perhaps more than one arm. Hard to say for sure.
And was like a very core character in that because we had to do laundry because of that.
Emily's absence left quite a hole.
Yes.
That's what we'll say.
We don't know how many arms Emily does have or has lost.
We can establish that now.
Yes, I hope we do.
I hope we answer these burning questions
I've been wondering
from
all
last
week.
chapter. But how many arms does she have? Yeah. Oh, it's great.
Anything else more to tell us about Emily to introduce
I
people?
would love to read out Emily's programming because there's like a little programming style blurb that I think is delightful. Programming. Always. Prevent potential messes. Be polite to guests. Stay busy with labor. Never. Allow the bed and breakfast to remain dirty. Disobey a command from Yazeba. Allow another to perform listed duties. If job not found, power down. If damaged, continue queued tasks. If error 21 programming conflict, ask someone to alter my programming. Which is great. Love that. Think that's great. What a mess.
That's sick.
Yikes.
And
Amazing.
you can imagine Emily also has a very compelling little journey to go through. When the time
I
cometh.
bet she does. I'm excited to watch it.
Okay, folks, we have our core cast of characters. We begin our eerie mood. Oh,
Lummox's
suppose.
emojis in the Twitch chat, so perfect.
So perfect.
Perish the frog, Yazeba, the witch.
We've got them all. The gang's all
Amelie
here.
the robot. Yeah, that's us. That's us in emojis.
I was about to just start us up.
You should
just in case
definitely start
anybody
us up.
Needs an intro. Yazeba is the one who owns the bed and breakfast.
True.
Ancient and ageless witch who traded her heart to create the bed and breakfast, and we don't. That's why she's so cold and cruel. She's not very generous with her time or her interest, but deep down she really cares. Though you'll never hear her say it. That's all you need to know.
Anthony and Amanda, I am sending you a link in the Facebook chat to a playingcards.io page where we will have access to a deck of cards.
Cards.
Everyone
Playing
in the
cards,
chat,
not
I'm not going to link you.
playingcards.io.
Playingcards.io, my favorite, unironically favorite spot to get playing cards online. It's great. I am not sponsored by playing cards.
We are not sponsored by playingcards.io.
But they're incredible.
But we are trying to pave the way to be sponsored by playingcards.io.
Yeah,
which we
based
still
on the
don't
things
really
we've said this stream, anyone would love to do that.
We're still not sure about that
can't be
part.
clipped.
We haven't figured out how they're monetized.
Actually, that's true. I
are.
still do not, in fact, know how that works.
That's a good
Maybe I
point.
should look
But
that up.
obviously they got money because
Maybe
they're
I
not
should
relying
make
on
a donation.
advertising.
Oh, hold on. They have a little
You
premium
donate to
spot.
them. Oh,
I don't know what kind of additional features they could
maybe
possibly
that's-
offer.
okay.
I might do that,
they're
but
giving
not
you a
right
lot
now
for free.
because we've got things to do. We've got things to
But
do.
playingcards.io, if you would like to sponsor us at any point,
You're not watching.
we'd love to talk about you and tell people how great you are. Because
I mean, I'll do it.
not enough
I'll
people
do it for
know,
free.
honestly.
I've already given our hand away, haven't I?
No, don't say that.
I mean, I said it already,
we'll do
though,
it
didn't
for free, but we'd love to be paid. That's basically what I'm saying. But either way, that's our unofficial official endorsement of playingcards.io, which is
Thought
so
you
good.
were gonna
and
say
so
that was
free.
that was our motto.
That was our motto.
We'll do it for free. But me trying to figure out how to write that into
But
my
we'd like to be
itch.io
paid.
descriptions. I actually have a whole blurb now, but that's not important. So
So what do we do here?
We're all set
we
up and ready to
begin this
go.
chapter with an umbrella stand having been knocked over.
Right.
The pieces of the umbrella stand scatter across the floor, and on them, as they kind of scatter across, like ahead of you, you can see the beautiful painting on each individual piece, a snarling unicorn. And Yazeba looks down. That was 1,500 years old, painted by the greatest painter never known. And now it's smashed. Excellent.
Emily is staring between the mess immediately in front of us and the shadow that looms. Is it there? Is it there? Emily's eyes scan across the environment, trying to identify if the shadow is moving, if this shadow is a plant or instead something more nefarious. And that process is just revolving, I think, when we hear a familiar hopping from the other side of the room.
What is going on over here?
Witchy things not to be concerned about. It happens occasionally. Dark magic pools in my feet and sometimes severs the connection with reality. Do you have a moment, Parrish? Or are you busy making the house smell like eggs?
Muffins, yes. Oh, yes, I am making muffins. But
What flavor are the muffins? Feet.
blueberry, not feet.
Watching this back
Never
and forth,
feet.
Emily's eyes are tracking between the both of you, and I think uncertain which mess is more important to correct, Emily's going to do a whoopsie, which is going to sweep something up that needed to stay put, and is going to clean up after the partially in progress muffins, because clearly that's causing turmoil in its own way. So Emily starts to do the dishes in that way that it's too soon to do the dishes. You might need that spoon again. You might need that bowl again. We're not going to wash those yet. That's what Emily starts doing. So that is a whoopsie, and I, having whoopsied, am going to draw cards from the deck until I get an omen card. Black suit? Is that correct? Nope. Red suit.
Bingo?
Bingo is flip cards until an omen card of a black suit. Whoopsie is flip cards until omen card of the red suit.
Oh, okay.
I
That's
need
not
to
what
look
it
at my
stored in my brain.
sheet.
I'm just flipping. Ha! I have drawn a Jack of Hearts. Now, drawing a Jack of Hearts means that I trail my eyes over to the Frightened Friends section, and it says, every time an omen from the Hearts suit comes up, anyone, should grab a guest that no one's playing yet and have them tell the others what has them in a tizzy.
Do you want to grab somebody, or do you want us to?
I would be happy to. I'd be happy
Please.
to. I think that the first guest who's going to make an appearance today is, well, maybe it's time for Monday.
Monday?
We haven't met Monday yet.
No.
Monday is a fairy dream merchant who uses they, them pronouns. Monday should be picked if there's an interesting object to inspect, if everyone's being too gullible, or if Monday has just the thing to help. Just the thing to help.
Just the thing. She's got just the thing.
They've got just the thing.
They've got just the thing.
They've got just the thing.
One of
I'm double
Monday's-
they-theming today.
One of Monday's bingos is pinch a moment in between my fingers.
Ooh, where's that?
It's in the middle of
Oh,
the
yeah,
fairy
there it
miracles,
is.
Yeah,
That's great.
that's awesome.
I think Monday's gonna storm into the room with a big with a big bluster. Hold on, let me review this. I answered a knock at my door, only to have it slammed in my face. Ah, yes.
Did you keep flipping until you found a face card? Yeah.
I did, yeah. First I pulled a 6 of hearts, then I
Ah.
pulled a Jack of hearts, which is what brought us Monday. So, Monday strolls down the stairs, and you can tell it's one of those strolls that is supposed to look casual, but is definitely a little bit angry underneath it. Monday is walking down the stairs, very open posture, and says, "You know, the funniest thing just happened to me. I was sitting in my room, enjoying a lovely book, audiobook, on tape. You can get those now. And I heard," Monday is walking closer and closer to Yazeba, "and I heard a slam at my door. Would you believe that when I opened it, it was just shadows there?" And there's a kind of like shade that like goes over Monday's face, and Monday says, "You know, Yazeba, I could help you out if
I don't need
the price is
your
right."
help. Price?
Ah, the price. If the price is right, I
You're
can help
already
you.
staying under my roof, Monday. Might I remind you?
Well, that's certainly true, but I'm just here to offer my services. And like any good merchant, there's always a price. I'm sure you understand that, Yazeba, don't you? Monday does an ever so subtle nod towards that empty place where your heart once was.
Do you have a price in mind?
I think Monday is going to turn to Parrish, loop Parrish in, and Monday says, "Parrish, what do you think would be the cost of... You buy things, Parrish? You must stock."
Well, yes, I do stock the kitchens.
Monday does this little sidestep where they kind of like step around you in this way that feels almost like a dance, and they lay an arm luxuriously over your shoulder and says, "Parrish." And now, from where Monday's looking, they're not really talking to you. They're looking straight at Yazeba, and Monday says, "Parrish, Parrish. I think it's quite a pickle we're in, wouldn't you say?" "Oh, you don't know, Parrish. There's a shadow on the loose. I saw it."
Well,
They tell the truth.
I suppose we should go catch it then.
Monday's lips curl into a little smile, and Monday says, "I forgot. Talking to the knight of the house, aren't I?"
But yes.
"Do you still do knightly things, Parrish? You still get out there?"
I do, indeed. Indubitably, some might say.
"Let me give you a free tip. Don't do it for free." That is a bingo of Monday, Monday giving some cynical advice. I don't know if a guest bingo, you know what? I think Monday is pushing things forward though, because this is trying to move towards a sense of resolution. So I'm just gonna do some more draws. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what you do.
Great. Do it.
I drew a thing that's not a face card. I drew a thing that's not a face card. I don't need to just keep
Ten of
saying
diamonds.
that.
Ooh,
And Ace of
nice.
Spades. If only there was a
Ace is
cool theme
special.
song. What happens when we get an ace?
Yazeba's shadow has snuck up on us. It's
Could I have
slippery.
also done a whoopsie there as well?
Yeah, whoops us.
I was trying to assume that I understand a situation.
Okay. Do you also want to flip just to get this thing going?
Yeah, I do.
Woo!
We are about to have Yazeba's shadow sneak up on us, but we're also going to see a whoopsie at the same time.
Whoopsie. Yeah, I just was like, I'm kind of out of my depth here. So this is like, I didn't intend to whoopsie, but I could whoopsie because that is what happened in the scene.
Does Monday have any things with them? Any of their wares, Kurt?
Does Monday have any wares with them? I think Monday doesn't deal in physical goods as much as in,
Spiritual goods.
yeah, solving problems, a little spell for the right occasion. I think that Monday will, when the market rolls around, have like a stall with more. You know how you get to the checkout, and no matter what store you're in, there's always things that almost no matter who you are, you might want to just grab one of those, bring it along for the way. Monday considers the physical goods that they sell to be those impulse purchases, whereas what Monday really sells, well, is trouble.
Okay, well, with that in mind, I have an idea. Amanda, have you flipped cards, by the way? You should go to the playing cards IO and flip cards for a bit.
Yes. I
Until you
should
get
just
a
flip cards till I get
black
a
one. Oh, no, whoopsie.
black suit.
Whoopsie red. Whoopsie red.
Whoopsie is red, or
Whoopsie
is
is
red.
red, I believe.
red.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Till I get a red.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to tell us what happens about Yazeba's shadow sneaking up on us. Cutting
I got
over.
a red.
Whoopsies, red. Yeah, sorry, I had a moment. We already
Chat,
realized.
whoopsie is red, just so we know.
Chat, whoopsies, they're red.
Can you also remind us in chat next time? Because apparently we don't remember.
Oh my goodness.
Cutting over
Okay.
to Emily in the kitchen. Emily's trying to wash up at high speed.
Shoot.
And as you like lift up the the plates that have been stacked beside the dirty bowl,
Shoot.
the muffin tins, you can see that like the shadow starts behaving weird beneath the bowl as you lift it up, as if it's just slightly delayed, like the audio in a Twitch stream. And you glance down, try to catch it, and having you noticed it, it shoots across the kitchen over to the front of the oven, and you can see the dial spin, and you can hear a clunk 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 inside of the oven, and immediately smoke starts pouring out as the muffin batter hits the hot coils and begins to burn. The door of the oven falls open and smoke fills the house.
It does smell like feet.
I said.
Emily is buzzing around now. I think when Emily is upset, they emit a kind of white noise. A little like you've left a faucet running. And so Emily is immediately like scrubbing away at the stovetop, but then realizes this is not the central problem. This is not the central problem. Turns off the stove, marches into the room with the other two.
What did you flip, Amanda?
A 10 of hearts.
Ah, some would say not an omen card.
Oh, they have to be a jack or higher.
Or an ace. Yeah, jack or higher, ace is high.
Keep
Oh,
going.
wait, do I have to keep
flipping.
going?
Yeah, keep
Oh,
flipping.
sorry. I didn't realize it had to be a certain suit. Wait.
We got an ace. And that's fun. Because you see, when we flip the second ace in a row.
Ooh.
When we flip the second ace in a row, something happens. I think we have an uneasy moment. Am I wrong? I can't find that part.
We do. We have an uneasy moment of quiet, and the ace is shuffled back into the deck.
Okay.
Okay.
So I will see if I can figure out how to do that.
See if you can just reshuffle it.
I think
Let's
this is a great moment for an uneasy moment of silence here, as all of our players
moment.
return to the room. Maybe to set off our uneasy moment of quiet, Yazeba drops some uneasy wisdom about the situation at hand. As Emily comes back in, Yazeba says, I think we've fooled around enough. Unfortunately, the situation is rather dire. My shadow and its ways were created in the same event that bought the Airbnb. Gosh, I always say Airbnb. It's just a B&B. It's not an Airbnb. They were created in the same event that manifested the B&B, and thus they're intrinsically combined. If they're loose for too long, the bed and breakfast may completely unmoor. If you ever want to get back home or go anywhere else...
I'm sorry. Did you say Airbnb?
God, okay. I've spent a little bit too much time online recently. I've been thinking about alternative income streams. This, in case you're wondering, is our uneasy moment of silence. We're not very good at this game.
It was like a horrifying product placement that completely made people like reality shattered in Yazeba's for a second, and they were like, "Are we in an ad? This is very strange."
Everyone faced the camera. It was just uncomfortable. Actually, definitely the Airbnb thing didn't happen, but I do think you started to say something and then just got cut off mid-sentence as like a strange sound rumbled behind you.
I definitely think that we were trapped in an advertisement for a second.
Oh, cool.
And
cool.
reality shifted. Reality
some of us
took
might
us
have
to a different
experienced
plane.
that.
Some of us
We
might
all
have.
interpret it differently. What we just witnessed. That's how eerie it was.
A silence beckons out loudly through the house as we all roll this over in our minds. And we hear the dripping of the pipes in the basement.
I think Emily might speak up at this point and say, in order to deal with the issue, we must find the source of the problems first. And then turns to face Yazeba. How can the shadow be found?
The shadow is attracted to undoing, disorder, unpicking the threads that hold the B&B in place. I would look for opportunities for destruction.
Emily's going to do a whoopsie, misunderstand ambiguity and nuance, and will say, so the shadow must be destroyed because it is messy.
No.
And Emily holds the feather duster up a little bit more aggressively than before.
Is this a kind of whoopsie that might turn into a cascade through the house, or should we let Emily escape with this in mind?
What a good question. I think let's draw and see if an issue manifests.
I like it.
So I hear tell. You can't be sure about this, but I've heard that whoopsies are red. So I'm going to keep
Chad?
flipping.
I've heard this.
Which color are
Chat?
whoopsies?
Can you confirm?
I drew
Whoopsie,
another
what
ace.
we got?
It is in fact the ace that I shuffled back in. I shuffled it. Don't give me that look.
I saw you.
Is a third
shuffle.
ace different?
Or is it more
third
eeriness?
ace. I think we hit another.
Honestly, it's probably my fault because I did not actually do a good job shuffling at all.
Wait, I'm slightly confused. Okay. Only if it's the second ace that we've collected do we shuffle it back in. Otherwise, we hold on to it. Good.
It's a second in a row, right? Is the problem?
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, it's the second in a row. That's
I didn't
the
read
issue.
that. Okay, I didn't
Yeah,
understand.
it's
Okay.
the second in a row.
Gotcha.
If this is the second ace we've revealed in a row, then this thing happens. Shuffle the ace back into the deck. Otherwise, read from a heartless shadow. That's what it says.
Now,
So I
I
guess
feel
we
like
read
I
from a
do want to
heartless
put the
shadow.
recall and shuffle button, but will I retain my hand, which feels important? I'm going to try it, folks. I'm going to try it.
So this means the shadow has snuck up on us.
All right, it's ace.
Yes,
Because
I
it's
think
not our
so.
second
Spades.
ace.
Yeah, let's say that's
Aha,
what
you retain your hand. You retain your hand. Okay, so
This is
in that
also
case,
playing cards.io tutorial. I'm pretty excited for you all to be here for it.
yes. So I'm just going to flip again because I didn't really properly shuffle the first time. So
Okay.
here goes.
Cool.
What can we draw? What
Got a
can
nine
we?
of
What?
clubs. We got
I got a
a
jack
we draw?
of spades.
Clubs.
Jack of spades. Oh, but whoopsies are red, so I keep drawing. Because
Also
it doesn't count unless you get to whoopsie. Queen of diamonds. There we go. Okay. Queen of diamonds means thump, thump. A crystal ball is rolling down the basement stairs.
Ooh, a crystal ball.
Oh.
Oh wait, diamonds. Oh, diamonds is not hearts. I see. Yes. Okay.
And diamonds is not hard. So Emily hears the thump, wields the feather duster, and goes for a beeline down the stairs. And I think as the bowling ball falls, any stray beams of light that are shooting down the basement stairwell are being like refracted in all kinds of directions.
Ooh,
And
that's
Emily's arms are stretched out before them as they chase after it.
Parrish, I need you to deal with automaton. Make sure she doesn't destroy it.
Mm?
We need the shadow kept in one piece.
Yes, I will do my best.
Think of it like a mission, a quest.
A quest?
A dark beast that needs undoing.
A dark beast?
Yes, it's called me. Good luck. I'm
oh.
terrible.
All right.
Do you head after Emily, who's
yeah,
hunting crystal balls?
I head out after Amelie, and Parrish's chest is like puffed up, and there's a little bit more of like a hop in his step as he ventures out. He even seems to pull from, we don't know where this is from, but he pulls a metal helmet out and he just sleekly puts it over his head. He's not wearing any other armor. He just has just the helmet on.
He's not wearing anything else.
Just the helmet. So yeah, I would say that he's in fact looking so regal that you would have to agree that he is carrying out a noble act with dignity and poise.
Oh, wow.
And so bingo.
So
to
bingo
you, I
is.
say a bingo.
Upon you, a bingo.
So that's when I get one of the black suits.
Bingo is black. Chat?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Well, they
That's
both start
actually
with
so
B.
much easier to remember. Yeah, Amanda and I having the same simple realization at the same time.
Bingo, black. There we go. Easy. Okay. So, but does it have to be like a high-ranking card, or can it
Has
be
to
just
be a
any
face card.
Just
Must
keep
have a
flipping
face.
until you get a jack,
Okay.
queen, king, or ace.
An ace. An ace. You got an ace.
No, but that was a red ace.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so keep
Bingo's
flipping.
black.
Doesn't
Continue
matter.
to flip.
Okay.
We got a 5 of spades. We got a king of diamonds. Wrong color.
Oh,
Ooh.
queen of spades.
Queen of spades. What does that
Yeah.
mean? Queen of spades.
Not the ace of spades. That's a whole other song. But queen of spades. No one's written that one yet.
Queen of spades says, creak. The front door has fallen off its hinges.
What was that?
And like immediately behind us, the front door has just like collapsed down. We're still standing in the lobby, you and I, Monday, and Yazeba. I think Monday turns and says, "It's only going to get worse from here, Yazeba. You got to do something about this. Don't you remember the last time your shadow got loose? Wasn't so good."
Yazeba's
I could help you out.
fuming. Yazeba's fuming and staring out the front door. And there's like an ordinary sort of like front lawn winding road that usually appears outside of the front door of Yazeba's bed and breakfast. But right now, we just overlook a canyon full of long stacks of rock, pillars rising into the air, and the sandstorm blowing through the bottom of the canyon. Oh dear. We're already in trouble. Fine.
I would say. Oh!
Barish, quiet! I'm talking. Monday? Fine. I appreciate your skills and the resources you have at bay, your beck and call, I have something to tell you. My shadow, recently, when I was down in the Doomlands, made away with a child's laughter. What a beautiful pearl to steal, it thought. And I've let it have it, because sometimes it just needs its playthings, but, if we were to catch it, well, you'd deserve a reward, wouldn't you?
I think Monday's smile twitches a bit. Monday says, "It's not a reward. It's fair compensation. It's fair compensation, Yazeba. We've talked about this before. I'm not a pet who gets rewards. I'm a business person conducting what I have to do. I hope you understand that." And this is one of Monday's whoopsies. Twist someone's words around until I find a reason to be insulted.
Ooh.
So,
Jeez. Monday is so interesting.
Monday, not such a good person.
I love
Not such a
Monday
good
is
person. I'm going to do some
fascinating.
flips. I'm going to do some flips here. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. Yeah, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. No, that counts.
What you get?
Whoopsies are red. I got a jack of diamonds. What happens with
wait.
a jack of diamonds? Yes.
Was I supposed to take my card?
Yep. Put it in your hand.
It was the Queen of Spades. Oh, and then I got one before. Oh, but the aces you put back. You don't keep those. Right.
You normally keep them, but it was the second one in a row, so
I
we couldn't
put it back.
we
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
let you have that.
So wait, but what am I supposed to do with this? I just hold on to it?
What a good question.
Does it
Aces,
activate?
any kind of omen card can be used to clean up one of the crashes, crossing it off the list.
Oh, okay. So I just hold
So
on to it
it's-
until there's an appropriate time.
And then you
Nothing
say,
happens.
wow, I'm doing this thing. I'm helping. Which is
Right.
great.
That's why bingos are good.
Okay.
What?
What happens when we draw?
What? Why did I make you guys laugh?
We can't get to the bottom of what humor is, Amanda. It's just a strange human
Still
I don't
experience.
know. I
understand.
was surprised.
Bingos are good. You were surprised. But I thought we knew that the whole time. But man, they're really good.
What happened with the card you drew? What was it?
I got a jack of diamonds, which says, "Blash! The cabinet's been tipped over and the good china is smashed." I think this happens while Monday is starting to sort of vibrate in that uncomfortable, chummy anger that they tend to display. And
I'll say.
yeah. And then Monday turns to Yazeba and says, "See, it just keeps getting worse, doesn't it?"
Can we clean up that? Is that a crash that's clean upable?
Yep. You can just use one of your cards
I'm gonna
and
use
then
one of
tell
my
us how you
cards.
clean it up.
I'm gonna use one of my cards to clean it up. I'm gonna have Parrish run in and bring everybody a quick little iced tea on a tray. And then quickly turning that tray around and using it as a dustpan and pulling a little brush out of his pocket. He's gonna sweep it up, pocket brush, onto the tray. So it's a little in with the refreshment, sweep up the mess, get out of there before anyone even knows what hit him.
That seems like a classic Parish thing to do, you know?
Classic
Always
Parish move.
cleaning up
All
after people
class.
in the kitchen
Cleaning
when
up
they're
after
snacking.
people. People don't even know they're being taken care of when Parrish is around because he's so smooth. He's the
Amazing.
smoothest caretaker.
Everyone is always saying this.
Which is convenient because
It's like, was Parrish just here? I don't even know because he's so smooth. That's what people say all the time.
they just keep saying that even when he's not been there, which just makes it really weird. They're just like, was Parrish
It was
just here?
clearly
Was it?"
Emily. It was Parrish.
Cool. So,
well, we are
yeah.
not noticing.
That's also
Parrish
a
cleaning
bingo
up.
for me.
Uh,
Is that fine?
can you clean up and bingo at the same time? I feel like,
Can you clean up in bingo? It's in the story.
yeah, sure.
You
It is in the
asked me
story.
why. Is that allowed? Am I breaking
Yeah,
I'm
do
just
it.
checking how you where you spend cards. Kurt no find. Silly
No,
man can't
fine.
read.
What's he looking for?
Just
Where you spend the cards,
where
like
you
when you use the cards, where do you
when
put
you
them?
use when you use them.
Well, I used the Queen of Spades. So that was, oh, when I drew it, that's when the front door fell off.
I also can't find the place.
Anyone can toss an omen they've collected in order to pause to clean up one of these crashes, crossing it off the list.
Nice. Nice.
Great. Cool. So,
Monday, will you take my price, my deal?
out of character, did you make a deal? Did you offer a deal?
Yeah, I offered
Also-
you the child's laughter.
Oh, you offered me the child's laughter. Oh, I thought that was the
So did I
backstory to
just
why the
clean up
shadow
the
was
mess and
misbehaving.
no one acknowledged it? Is that how smooth I
You're
am?
I think
too
that's what we're
smooth,
saying.
ignoring
Yeah,
you.
I think
Wow.
though.
Everyone's just sipping on the iced tea they were just handed as though nothing has changed.
I think that's exactly what happened. I think Monday and
love it.
Yazeba are staring each other down, both sipping tea.
They went from just not having it to like Parrish goes through and then they're just like,
That's exactly what's happening. And I think Monday takes a sip of the tea and says, I don't remember you offering me a deal. We're going to say that was canonical.
I suppose I should speak more directly to someone with a brain capacity the size of yours. I will give you the child's laughter. Does that help? Have I explained it clearly?
Monday sets down the teacup and says, crystal clear. And with those words, we hear a thumping and bumping up the stairs as Amelie returns with the crystal ball. And also has like a bucket of, I think it's called spackle, like patching equipment, because the crystal ball rolled down those stairs and dented that wall pretty good. So Emily has not only repaired the wall, has come upstairs and is holding the crystal ball in two hands, because one time Yazeba said, always hold the crystal ball with both hands. And
her
also
third
Emily's
hand.
just really pleased to have both of them right now.
She has two? Is that canon?
At this moment, yeah, there's two arms in play here.
Okay. And she's
Yeah,
not
that's
also
right.
holding the spackle? I just want to be clear about how many hands she has right now.
Oh, the spackle is a little bucket, right? So it's hung over an elbow.
Damn it. Okay. I thought I caught you out in
Well, it's hard to
precise
say.
definition of how many arms she has. Give that here. And
Emily does, wordlessly.
this isn't a mistake. We've been handed this crystal ball on purpose. I will find out who this crystal ball belongs to. My magic will overwhelm this. And Yazeba, getting frustrated by the whole affair, sets the crystal ball at the bottom of the stairs, backs up several paces, and then shoots a beam of psychic energy through the ball, sort of like black, and sucks the air out of the room as it shoots into the ball. And I'm going to use magic instead of wisdom to make everything worse. So here goes.
Yeah.
The crystal ball. Yazeba's like stuck in this like hold on it, sort of zooming into this crystal ball, this beam of energy connecting it. And Monday, all Monday can hear from nearby is like, no, it was a trap. And behind Yazeba is her shadows come back for a second, where it belongs. Right behind her as the glowing energy of the crystal ball emanates, casting this huge shadow on the wall, and as it gets brighter, the shadow gets bigger and bigger and bigger, until it takes up the entire wall of the 3-story tall foyer in the front of Yazeba's bed and breakfast. And it is massive and hulking in nature as it looks down at all of us.
Emily has been staring very closely as this started to bloom. I think Emily's standing right by Parrish. Emily silently picks Parrish up, moves Parrish 1 inch to the left, and One of the pipes that runs along the top of the foyer rafter crashes down right where Parrish had been standing a moment ago. That's a
Parrish
bingo.
pushes his gate on his helmet up and just says, "Oh, oh my, indubitably."
Are you finishing off a bingo? Are we so
I
stacked up with various things that have happened?
I was about to do a bingo.
Okay, I'm just resolving a whoopsie as well.
Please whoops it out.
Okay, so I have
My
done a whoopsie
goodness.
using magic to make everything worse instead of wisdom, and I have flipped up
We
to
are so into these mechanics, guys. It's
we're
crazy.
going crazy. I
Can't
have
stop.
flipped a King of Hearts, which is, it says, it tried to push me down the stairs. I want to go grab somebody to bring in. We need a new guest.
Yeah, guest time. Who's it gonna be?
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
I'm trying to find somebody who's not mysterious nor low energy to contrast with my current character.
I mean, I have some guests that are those things.
I don't want those guests.
Rabbits in the garden who wear little outfits.
I am going to bring Percival Percy Combustion, an enormous apologetic lava elemental who uses he, him, or they, them pronouns. He brings warmth and kindness. He's a handyman. He's 7 feet tall, and he's here to help us out. And precisely as we all stand in the bottom of the foyer and sort of, we've just dodged this pipe and everyone's staring up at this massive shadow looming over Yazeba, and Yazeba is like trapped in this like weird beam that's sort of trapped her to the crystal ball, and then we just hear as down the stairs rolls a massive lava elemental, and Emily has just finished spackling up the wall where the hole was made by the crystal ball, and Percy just goes smashes right through the wall, just creating a full clear hole, and smashes out into the living room.
Oh my goodness. I was not expecting this today.
Much to my surprise, Amanda's playing Percy.
I'm gonna play Percy.
That's true. Emily is gonna do a whoopsie called Get Passive Aggressive about it. Emily just says, "It's not that I just cleaned and fixed that wall or anything."
Well,
But
fix
it's
it
not
again.
to anyone in particular. Yep. So off she goes. I mean, off they go. I think I did bingo earlier though with Emily but it wasn't to push forward, I would say. So I don't think I'm going to draw for that one. Percival has crashed in.
What happened? Percy?
No.
What happened?
Well, I was just practicing my tap dance routine at the top of the stairs, for Sal's next show, and I fell. There was just a rush, and I don't even know, there was some creature up there, Yazeba. I'm a little tough. Well, I don't know what to think. And at that point, in just anxiety city here, fear, coded in fear from this experience, Percy accidentally sets some drapes beside him on fire. Completely accidental, but that is a whoopsie.
Setting something on fire?
Well,
It is
setting
whoopsie.
fire to something without meaning to is a whoopsie for Percy.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Love that.
And I've always just wanted to do this because in the rules, but somebody can try to calm down the guest with a well-placed bingo. So Yazeba is going to swoop in as the B&B catches on fire. There's been enough damage to this B&B that Yazeba's not into that. And she like reaches out her hand and like sort of like sucks the air out of that particular spot in the room for a moment, and it starves out the fire, and she kneels down. She kneels down next to Percy. I know you're upset, but in these moments where you feel the magic coming up, always just think of a quiet thought. Perhaps a tiny little candle flame. A smoking mountain waiting for its moment. It will cool the energy. I have to do something like that quite often, at risk of blowing up the world.
Just hold that thought a second. Someone's at my door. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
Oh, real door.
Real door, okay.
Well, there you go, folks. I want to say it's syrup timed, but I should probably mention this one's wild.
This game or this syrup talk?
This chapter.
This chapter. Yeah, it's cool.
No, I don't have a wild syrup time for today. For those who don't know, when Canadians don't know what they want to talk about, they talk about maple syrup. But unfortunately, the sap runs dry. We're not in maple syrup production season, and I haven't been syruping around.
Yeah,
although,
me neither. Oh,
did make some decent pancakes the other day, and it got me into a discussion about what makes a good pancake.
Okay.
I think I have a fundamental disagreement with some other people about the ideal pancake situation.
Interesting. I would like to hear what your perfect pancake looks like. Let me just preempt by saying...
That's taken care of.
Oh, she's back.
You'll never know.
Fluffy?
Yeah. But that's not the controversial part.
I feel a lot better, Yazeba. I feel... I'm sorry about that. You know, sometimes I just get that... What is that thing?
Unfortunately, Percy, that's me. My shadow.
What?
I have a hard time holding on to all the dark parts of me, and occasionally they escape. Come, help us catch it.
Okay.
Light, you see, is the enemy of shadow, and you a child of light. Onwards then.
Well, all right. And Percy goes off with Yazeba. Are we going upstairs to where we think the shadow might be?
I think so. At least Yazeba and Percy are headed upstairs.
Yeah.
To try to deal with this. Anybody cleaning stuff up around the foyer?
Yeah, I think Monday comes through with part of their deal.
Oh, where do I put my card, by the way? Do we just keep them? And flip
did you
them
spend it, or did you just
Well,
get it?
because I spent it to clean up. Remember, I bought the iced tea and I
Then let's
swept
throw it
the
over in the
trash.
corner there. In the
Okay,
little-
wait,
little
like
pile.
just over here?
Yeah,
Mark off
sure,
where you
yeah.
cleaned up?
Okay.
Anywhere over there's fine.
Just off to the side. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Just don't worry, just us figuring out the logistics of our card pile and playingcards.io.
Yeah, I'm sure there's better ways we can do this, but it's fine. I'm gonna spend a card as Monday to resolve one of the messes, like Monday.
I like the art on these
bargained
cards.
to do. But just the normal
Just
52
the lady,
card deck art.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you know what? That's actually a decent.
That's pretty cute.
All right, I'll stand with you on
Good
that.
one, playingcards.io.
Nice one.
Nice one.
We say with no ulterior motivations at all. Monday is gonna snap their fingers, and suddenly we see this kind of like sepia tone spread out in the immediate area, and everybody who's in motion slows down and pauses. And Monday, comfortable as anything, walks over to the umbrella stand that was knocked over at the front door, put in a million pieces, and then just leans down and says, "Get up, then. What are you doing?" And each of the pieces reassembles. You can see that little pocket of time that envelops just that umbrella stand has been moved back. And then that sepia tone dissipates, and everyone returns to their movement as they were.
Whoa. Do you guys mind if I take a bio break?
You may.
No, don't do it, Amanda.
So I just gotta grab a little bio break, but then I'll be right back.
Cool.
So I already said it.
Okay, so
But
he said it
pancake
in
batter.
chat. Yeah.
Pancake batter needs to be airy and stiff. These are both important. It needs to not, you can't, if you can just pour it in, that's wrong. You're going to end up with bad pancakes. You need fluffy structure before it's cooked, or you won't get fluffy structure after. And you need to do this with a leavening agent. I use your classic reaction between vinegar and between acid and base, but that's not the only way to do it. It's just, I don't know. You see folks take a big old, like, they pouring it out. That's going to be a crepe, first of all. No shade on crepes. Crepes are awesome. Or worse, you see folks, it's a thick batter that they need to ladle out, but when I take a scoop of the batter out, the other batter doesn't move, and it's not because it's too thick to move. It's because of its weird sudsy-like consistency.
Okay, but Kurt,
And
I
if
have
you-
a question for you. I want you to tell me what your final pancakes look like. Like, give me a sense of what our sort of like height to diameter ratio is here.
Sure. I think we're looking at maybe like 2-3 centimeters. Nothing crazy. I'm not making souffle pancakes.
Okay. I don't know what a souffle pancake is, but I'll let that slide.
A souffle, I mean, it's like you whip egg, I guess. It's
Okay.
not on the table for me anyway. I can't do that because I don't consume of ovum.
Ew, don't say it like that. That makes
Look,
me
I'm not the
mad.
one consuming ovum. It's not my fault.
Ew, stop it. Oh, souffle pancakes look cool.
Yeah, souffle, I mean, they're probably great, honestly.
Okay.
I haven't had
We're
them,
talking
but-
2 or 3 centimeters tall.
Yeah, it could be
How-
4.
Whoa, okay.
Depends.
Okay.
That would be pretty generous, but
pretty
not beyond
good.
the realm. That would be not bad at all.
American viewers get to Google, start converting that to inches.
Yep.
And what's our diameter looking like?
I guess it would be like this usually, and it's not round. It's not round
Right.
because I've got it's not like, oh, because they're better when they're not round. It's just they fit better into a pan, and so you can have like 3 going at the same time. That's just a practicality thing.
Okay, I'm just gonna say you make
What are you guys
pancakes like
talking
my
about?
mom, and we're
Pancakes.
gonna leave it there.
Pancake war next week. Tune in.
This is
Yeah,
a
we're
preview.
just winding up for next week when we'll be doing the Pancake War.
Definitely next week.
Definitely happening.
But like not actually next
No,
week,
it
right,
won't be.
guys?
No, we're
Yeah, okay,
definitely not
we
doing it.
probably won't do it next week.
Next week, that'll be fun.
Yeah,
It'll be good.
It'll be great. Yeah. So-
Where are we, guys?
Monday just repaired a vase. And I think Emily has a surge of energy. They feel it's time to hunt this shadow down, but maybe not to trail after existing efforts. So Emily is going to look at the angles of the light and try to pinpoint the source of it. This is
I think
Emily's.
Parrish is gonna try to team up with Amelie.
Actually, yes. I think that is what will happen. Emily leans
And
down
part
and
of it is
says,
sincere admiration for Amelie's prowess or fighting prowess. And in part because his mission is to keep an eye on her and he wants to make sure that she's okay.
"That's cute." Just, I think, used to having to explain themselves to Yazeba, I think Emily says, "I'm pinpointing the location." And this is a bingo. Look closely at a complicated tangle as all the lights of the many windows of the 3-storied foyer, which loved that addition, by the way, Anthony, that's canon. All the light mingles and crosses over chandeliers and shadows of banisters from all different angles. And there's this one spot that looks like it might be the shadow. I'm going to, since I did a bingo, I'm going to flip until I get a black suit omen card.
Ooh.
That's
Do
right.
it. Ooh,
I got a king.
right away. First card.
What happens when you draw a king?
Of
Well, I will
space.
tell you, it's quiet. Too quiet. The power's gone out. That was a club, wasn't it?
It was a
Is
spade.
that a club? It was a
Can't tell the
spade. I
difference between
can't
clubs
tell the
and
difference,
spades. It
folks.
just delights me.
This is an ongoing problem for me. Clunk hiss. A burst pipe is spraying freezing water all over the place. Oh, that's appropriate because just moments ago in the narrative, we had Emily move Parrish aside from the pipe. And I think as they're both craning forward, looking, scanning at the distant shadows in this place, the pipe that is literally right between them
Oh my.
erupts with freezing water.
And there's
Can
cackling.
can Parrish throw himself in front of Amelie to like
What a hero.
prevent her from getting wet?
Which, I mean, she's all circuitry and wires, so that's important.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're like,
definitely.
oh no, I've got you, Emily. Don't worry. And he kind of just flourishes outward to protect her.
I think
Massive
it's
frog
enough.
lunge.
It's enough for sure. Emily is protected by the frog cover, and then you can see as
And
soon
now
as
he
you
has
do
a
that,
cape. We don't know where Parrish got the cape. But now
he's
attached to
got
his
one.
helmet, there's also a cape, and he like lifts it up as he lunges to like maximize the coverage.
I think Emily gets like a watertight seal that it takes a second to deploy. Like this is what they use when they do laundry, right? It's just like it sounds like like a balloon that's been let go once it's filled with air.
Mhm.
Just like every spot where metal joins metal now
Oh.
has like a rubberized sort of just a little cover. But if Emily's not prepared for it, it could have been bad. So
So I did save her.
you did them. You saved them.
I saved them.
I
rescued
only thems
someone
today.
else. Oh yes,
Night,
sorry,
Daniel.
I forgot. Kurt's
Daniel.
thems all day. Bye, Daniel.
I want to know what happens to Parrish as he's bearing the blast of this cold water.
Me too.
He takes it like a champ, right on his chin. And he
Whoa.
just stares the water down the whole
Point
time.
out that he's cold-blooded.
Yes, he feels nothing.
Okay, I have a suggestion. You don't have to take it, Amanda. But a cold-blooded animal, if it gets too cold, just gets really slow because it's just like whole metabolism slows. I would like to see a slow motion Parrish for some time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He feels nothing. And by the time that he can even tell that he's feeling it, it's been too late because he's stuck.
Can we hear a conversation with slow Parrish?
Thank you, Parrish. I appreciate the assistance.
Ah, yes. You're welcome. I dear.
Emily is so torn because on one hand, they want to be polite, as they must for their programming. And on the other hand, oh my God, there's so much to do. I can't stand here and listen to the world's slowest frog do any sort of communication.
Niceties.
And so I think Emily's going to do a whoopsie, torn between several crises. Emily shuts down and deactivates.
Oh my goodness.
You can
I would say that Parrish is beginning to panic a bit, but
In slow
he's still
motion.
processing what's happening, so he's not quite there yet.
Okay,
Sure.
I have a question. Is Monday still in the foyer, or has everybody just left the broken down robot and the very slow frog to themselves?
I think Monday has just snuck up on Yazeba.
So
What is
that's
Yazeba
Yazeba
and-
and
Do you want to
Percy
see
that are heading up the
Yazeba
stairs.
and Percy first for a second, and then you can come on in?
Yeah, I think so.
I have a question, Percy. We're trying to inhabit darkness. In the
Yeah.
inverse of your energy. So where would you go in the house? Where's your favorite place?
Well, Uh, well, my favorite place is. I don't know if we want to go to my favorite place.
Well, actually, precisely, we'll go to the opposite of your favorite place. But what would it be?
The opposite of my favorite place would be a place that is.
You're doing a lot of time filling. Are you trying to lie to me, Percy?
No, no, no.
Is
I'm
this
just-
why my sock drawer has so many burn marks? Could be something else.
Well, I don't know about the burn. Oh, well, that could be related to my favorite place. I love spending time in the laundry room. So it's just a little embarrassing to tell people that because, when people think of me, they think of a guy that's either baking or, I'm really big. So people think of me as being really buff. So people think like maybe the gym, you hang out in the gym, Percy. But I love to sit and read books in the laundry room.
I see. Good company
But
in the laundry room?
very good company. It's very comfy sitting in everybody's freshly clean clothes.
Ah, that's the burn marks. I understand.
Yeah, sorry about that. Well, sometimes the books that I like reading scary books, but I'm easily scared, says Percy.
Inverse of the laundry room. Inverse the laundry room. What exactly is the opposite of the laundry room?
Well, I don't know. I mean, a laundry room is a place where you clean clothes,
Ah!
right? So it's like, you gotta.
The mud room. It's a place
The
where you
mud
get
room.
dirty.
The place where you dirty. Well, I mean, ideally, you're not wearing clothes when you're in a mud room, but, some people, I don't know, we get a lot of guests in here. Some people probably would.
Okay,
Get
I'm going
dirty
to
in the mud room.
formally request that you please wear clothes while in the mud room from now on. It's a public place.
Oh, all right. Oh, sorry about that.
All right,
I
come
think it's
on.
at this point where Monday is right out in the hall, and as you exit, Monday's just clapping. Bravo! You figured it out, and you only needed Percy to get you there. Nice work, Perce. Hope it wasn't too scary with the shadow. Spooky stuff.
What do you want, Monday?
Look,
Sometimes I like to
Monday-
talk to my inhabitants. Help make them
No,
feel like
hold-
they're part of it.
Hold on a second, Yazeba. Hold on a second. Look, Monday, what's your deal? What's your deal, okay? Because you're always giving people a hard time. And what? Are you threatened by the fact that we're actually onto this case and then we don't need your help? Is that what is happening right now? Because I know you didn't just try to insult my intelligence.
My deal is whatever people ask, because I'm here to make deals. Percy, do you mind if I call you Perce?
Yes, I do mind, actually.
He does
Perce,
mind.
my deal is whatever you need. I'm here to help. That's what I'm here to do. I'm just a magical sort of person. You're at the right time in the right place, and I just wanted to make sure you knew where you were going.
The right time, the right place. Isn't that convenient? Says Percy. Percy is standing up for himself and speaking his mind.
I
So,
believe...
is it true then, Perce, that you read the scary ones in the laundry room?
Yes.
And you read the dirty ones in the mud room? Because that's what I
What?
heard.
No. What? I
This
don't
is a
read.
bingo from Monday. I'm revealing a secret truth that is sure to scandalize someone else.
Is that why you're not wearing clothes? Percy? Percy, you are banned from the mudroom from here on out.
What?
That's
No.
a tough deal, Perce. That's a tough deal.
That's not what was happening.
And frankly,
Dirt-
Gertrude
dirty-
is a
he
delicate
means
soul,
dirty
so
because
you're...
the books get dirty. That's what he mean. That's what they mean. The
Well,
books
I'm
get
just
dirty.
saying, I see the books in there, so somebody's got to be reading them. And I think that's the secret truth sure to scandalize someone else. And you know what? That's a bingo for Monday, so
Go
we're going to
for
flip
it.
some cards and see if things get worse.
So
Should I
we
do
both
a
get bingos.
check in? How many aces have we, do we have in hand?
Do I do my bingo before your bingo?
What's your bingo?
Stand up for myself and speak my mind.
Do them at the same time. Let's go
Uh,
crazy.
Seem like just keep drawing.
Cool.
Do it at the same time. We're both looking for a black card.
Amanda's
that
water
doesn't
bottle is the
count.
size of her torso. Normal stuff.
Oh. I think I got
Yeah,
an
it's-
ace, actually.
I don't think you did.
No? Oh, I didn't. You're right.
There's a lot of cards flying here, guys. There's
It's true, we just
twos
keep
and threes.
flipping.
There's a 7. We got a 7 of clubs. Ooh, there's a queen of hearts. Is that anybody good for anybody? Nope.
Nope, we
No.
need a black card.
Ace.
We
Ooh,
both
there's an
whoa,
ace of
black ace.
spades.
Okay, so
Wow.
let's hear the resolution there first. The resolution there, of course, is going to be
Just gonna sneak up
a
on you.
guess. No, I'm wrong. Sneak up, sneak up, sneak up. I'm going to keep flipping until I get the black card. It won't be an ace because I have the black ace.
Amanda, you're gonna get to narrate
Aha.
what happens with the shadow sneaking up on us. I feel like in this moment of darkness where everyone's their worst self, this is a great moment for a shadow to appear.
I feel like this is a great moment because while everybody has been distracted and sucked into this conversation in the heat of the moment, and it seems that at this point, Parrish and Monday are neck and neck. They're ready to just throw it down right now. It's about to
Percy?
get
Percy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Percy. and
yeah,
Monday.
Percy. Yeah, Percy. Oh, did I say Parrish?
Yeah.
Yeah, Percy, sorry. Percy and Monday are about to throw down in this moment. And Yazeba is on the verge of doing something. I don't know, but it does not look good, whatever she's up to over there. And that is when we hear this awful screech. And in the midst of the three of them drops, boom, the shadow.
Ooh.
Does it go dark?
It goes everywhere. It goes dark. It's sucking up light all around it. It's just, it feels like the shadow is getting darker as time goes on, as though it is consuming more and more light around it. So like you could be far away and it's taken all your light at this point. So it gets like pitch black in an instant. And it's everywhere. They don't even know where it is. Like you can just hear it moving, but you can't see it. You can't see anything. You don't even know if your eyes are open. That's how dark it is.
We're swimming in it. It's thick
We're
like ink around us.
Yeah, yeah. It's just your limbs are going everywhere and you don't know what's happening. And you could hear it skittering everywhere. It's like just everywhere all around you.
In the
Surround
chaos.
sound. In the chaos.
In the chaos, Yazeba is like, you just hear her like garbled through the like inky thickness of the air. Percy! Percy! Light! Light!
Oh, all right. And there's just like a really bright light that shoots up.
What does
And at
does
its
Percy
center
think about to make a light
is
that bright?
Percy. Percy thinks about the sound on containers when they clip closed.
Percy loves that.
Mm-hmm. He loves that sound.
Is it bright
It's
enough?
like sealed freshness, but as a sound. That's what he thinks.
The advertising campaign from the late 2000s really worked on Percy. Seal in that freshness with our freshness seal.
It's the freshest.
So Amanda, is the light bright enough to overwhelm the shadow, or at least, push it back for the time being? It's very dark.
Yeah, I feel like if everybody huddles around Percy, then they're good. But you got to stay close because it's pretty dark.
I think we does Monday come close as well? Like, do we huddle in?
Yeah, I think this is the Avenger shot, personally.
Monday gets
the
close
shotgun.
as well, and then Monday says,
Being around all of us, you know?
"Oh, I don't think we'll need this light very soon."
Why?
And as you say that, there's a giant crash as through the roof we see.
Through the roof.
I guess we are standing on the second story. We've already established this. I think launching up, we see the washing machine
What?
careen upwards through the floor and then
No
upwards
way.
again through the ceiling of the room that we are in. And this is the consequence. Wham, bam, slam. The washer and dryer have been dragged to the roof. And suddenly now light streams through this new hole in the ceiling as the washer and dryer shoot up onto the top of the building. That looks like a tricky
Dang.
one, Yazeba. Doesn't look so good at all.
No. No, that's perfect. Opposite the laundry room, I couldn't figure it out, but now the laundry room is on the roof. So the opposite of the laundry room is in the cellar. Stupid shadow. And I nudge Percy towards the stairs. I'm gonna need your help, and Monday, unfortunately, I'm going to need yours too. So do I need to sweeten the deal?
Monday's face changes for a second in a kind of missed opportunity way because you see, Monday's already made the deal and can't go back on it now.
Oh.
So I think the answer is no. And Monday says, that's fine. It's fine.
Man of your terrible, terrible word. Sorry, not man. Fairy.
I think Monday is going to snap their fingers again. And this time we don't see what happens. We just see there's a white noise that has been happening in the background, and anyone listening might have thought it was Emily processing all of this, as they do. But actually it was that pipe running, and now it stops, and the pipe slams back up to the ceiling, clinking and attaching back to where it was attached for with this perfect sound that's the metal equivalent to a container snapping shut with perfect freshness. And I think this incident also jolts Emily out of the stance that they were in. So I'm going to spend an ace to have done that. I don't know if anyone else has spent an ace so far, but if we spend 3 of them, I believe we are done.
Oh,
Yeah,
do we
we
have to spend
catch
3
it.
at the same time?
No, but
or
I think we have to do it at the same time.
Yeah,
It says
I was hoping
if we
we're
can
gonna avenge
collectively
assemble.
toss
Then
them
I am not
aside.
spending an ace.
As I
I'm
say,
going to
so
spend
maybe
something
don't
else.
do
Keep
I
that
mean,
around.
Hold on to it.
Who has the aces canonically?
I
like
don't
which
have any.
You don't have any.
Let's not pin them to characters.
Okay.
Let's just because I don't have as good a
I
tracking
didn't grab
mechanism.
mine yet because I grabbed a bingo, right? Didn't I get a bingo as Percy?
Right.
I
But
feel-
we didn't
but you
drop
just
for it
flipped
yet.
an ace,
But you did
right?
flip until you
You
found
have an ace of
something.
spades right here on top of the
Yeah, that's
pile.
your ace of
Oh,
spades.
is that my ace of spades? Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Kurt, do
then
you have
I
two?
have the other ace.
I have one.
Oh, okay. So we just need one more.
We had to skip some, Anthony. One got put back in the deck, and I think another was the wrong color when it came up.
Okay.
This is
Oh, that's right.
this
You
is
redid that one, I think.
even the way that we collect things in these mechanics. I really like that.
It's neat. I'm a fan.
It's pretty good.
So we really just need one more ace. I think
Cool.
logistically, we would probably not shuffle back in the omen cards that we've already used, but since we have no real way to not do it, I haven't figured out how to do that with playingcards.io. We'll just keep going.
Yeah, I think you can only recall and shuffle. Is that what that button is?
Right, and you'll keep your hand, so that's fine. But yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, okay, so that happened, and what are Yazeba and Percival up to? I guess having discovered the roof.
Towards the basement, Percy. Opposite of the laundry room. Opposite of the laundry room.
Okay. Do I just walk back down the stairs? Is there another way, or?
No, the stairs still work. That's fine. Are you scared of the
Alright.
stairs because you just fell down them? I'll hold your hand.
I would appreciate that. Actually, that would be helpful.
Okay. No fire, please. I only have one. I have 2. And we hold hands as we walk down the stairs, Percy and Yazeba.
cute.
And of course, Yazeba needs Percy to light the way through the shadow up on the 2nd floor. But I think as they crest through the shadow down towards the foyer, I think they kind of emerge from the inkiness of the shadow that's maybe retracting anyways. The shadow shifts
Can
across the
I
house.
take a bingo for that?
Sure.
For accomplishing a menial task with gusto and glee.
The walking down the stairs being the menial task. Love it.
So draw the last card first, then we'll recall and you can keep drawing if it's not.
Nothing.
Okay, keep going. We're looking for a black card that is a jack, queen, king,
black
or
card?
ace.
Yeah,
Yep,
bingo's
'cause
black.
black
Oh, bingo black.
Bingo black.
Oh, bingo black. It's possessed by
There
the
it
spirit of an
is.
auctioneer. The Queen of Spades. I did it. I did it right. I know what cards look like, folks.
Queen of spades.
But we have already done this one, I guess, because it's been
I think you
played.
just take it, and that's okay. Just add it to your pocket. Let's say that that's how this works.
Sure.
Sure.
It's our game.
What do we want?
Yeah, we will.
We play how we please.
Ooh, like that. That should be our slogan.
Is Emily?
We play how
powered
we
on?
please.
Actually, when you exit the shadows of the foyer, you are faced with Emily and Parrish also holding hands. I think it's just like a momentary thing because Parrish was helping Emily back onto their feet. But it's just like the perfect moment to have walked into the room when you have mirror hand holding.
I think there's a momentary pause as everybody stares at each other holding hands. What are you doing?
Emily's electronic display on the front of their face gets those anime blush marks, and Emily mumbles, "Why did they even program that as an option?"
Because it brings me joy. Yazeba said under her breath. Quickly, Emily!
Oh my god.
There's still a mess around the house. Please. What are you doing? Clean up. And Parrish, you're just standing there. You seem so lazy. I asked you to be heroic. What's the point of you being here if you're just going to stand there? Percy, please, just get down the stairs. And Yazeba is going to use a whoopsie of bossing everyone else around. I'm going to flip some cards as Yazeba flies into a classic Yazeba moment here.
Classic Yazeba.
Whoopsies are red. That's the Queen of Hearts.
Sure are.
Queen of Hearts, Queen of Hearts, Queen of Hearts, Queen of Hearts. Ooh, that's a frightened friend. There's
Kinda
something
fun.
scary in my private bedroom.
Okay, Anthony, who's the guest that you will be portraying?
All right, back to it.
Wait a second.
Okay,
Yeah.
I need to.
What?
I need to remove my clothes from the basket.
Amanda! Phrasing!
That innuendo was definitely not on purpose. That one we know for sure.
That one, nope.
From the basket.
Yeah, go.
Because
it's
I
fine.
put the dry clothes in with the clothes I'm gonna hang up, and I was like, "Oh man, they're gonna get damp." Hold on one second. I'll be right
Go
back.
do your laundry. Go. This would have been more appropriate on last week's laundry episode, I will say.
Yeah, that would have been so thematic.
Actually, it might have also been happening last week's laundry episode. Are Mondays just Amanda's laundry night?
Wow,
Is this
we
a
discovered
serial double
something.
booking?
Yeah, I think that's what we found out. I think we should just
Might
always
be.
have a slight laundry theme, just so we can always explain these moments. Percy had to go do
mean-
their laundry, you know? Oh, laundry
I wasn't
sighting, guys.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. It's right there. Alex B says, no, not at all. And I'm assuming that's about the innuendo, but in fact, I'm going to decide that it's disagreeing that Monday could possibly be laundry days.
Which
No,
is like, no.
we
Laundry,
don't
no.
schedule that on
That would
Mondays.
be
That's not how it goes.
ridiculous. Not my streamer.
No, hashtag not my streamer.
I think your pancakes might be too tall.
I agree. As soon as I looked up how tall 4 centimeters was again,
Oh,
I'm
that's
like,
actually
that's too
not
tall,
accurate.
actually. I think it's 2 to 3. I should have
Okay.
stuck to my guns. You were doing little finger motions. I was like, is that real? Is that true? Because you need the inside to cook through, right?
Thank you. I'm
You do.
sorry about that.
You do. That would be too much.
Quite all right. Quite all right.
So
The clothes
we
have been
hear-
removed.
Oh. Okay, well,
That
Amanda's
one was
removed
on
her
purpose.
clothes. Minute 45 into the stream.
That one was on purpose.
Classic. We're on track.
You can't clip it. We're unclippable.
Unclippable. Oh, that's really coming in handy for us. If we ever become partners or whatever it takes, it's gonna be a real shame.
You can't sync this stream. This stream is unclippable. Not even God could clip this stream.
I thought that was like an attack on me that I couldn't sync the audio of this stream. I was like, Amanda, you don't have to bring that up again.
Dang, rude.
Rude. Okay. I've decided which guest we're bringing to the table. We hear a shriek from up the stairs, and there is a cascade of orange and yellow leaves that flitter down from the upstairs, the second floor, sort of like landing down to the foyer below. And as we look up, we see Yola Oleander, the very old shrub spirit, who uses she/her pronouns, wrapped in a towel, with a towel on her head, all coiled up, screaming at the top of her lungs, "Ah! There's someone in my bathroom!" And she comes running down the stairs, and we can see that in her fright, her normal green verdant essence has tinged to yellow all around the edges.
Oh no.
And honestly, I think she's going to tell Yazeba off. It's a bit awkward because I play both characters, but but she's going to come down the stairs, and she's going to be like, "Yazeba, you have to maintain a closer hold on this, be it bread and breakfast. There's a creature behind my shower curtain. I was going in for an evening soak, and I pushed back the curtain, and there was something already in my bath. Something dark. It looked like it was coming out the drain. A long fingered hand reaching out towards me, and that's all I saw before I ran, because I promise you I'm not going to deal with that. Jeez. Most terrified I've been since I met my good friend Dracula."
Dracula. Percy's like, wait a minute. Where did you meet Dracula?
Oh, we're old friends. Go all the way back. I once helped him suck the blood of a young maiden. It was good times.
What?
She was into it. Consent is important.
Okay.
You always need a bush to hide in. That's what I'm always saying. Uh-oh, we lost her.
I think
Eerie.
I think Monday is gonna lean in and say, "Oh, were you lovers? Were you lovers, you two?"
I mean,
I don't think this is the kind of answer I was expecting, says Percy.
Oh, you don't think about that kind of thing, Percy? You don't think about that kind of thing in the mudroom?
Look. You know what? I'm not even gonna.
Look.
Let's not even go there.
So this is actually a whoopsie on Monday's part, because one of Monday's whoopsies is to come dangerously close to breaking one of Yazeba's rules. And as we all know, Yazeba's bed and breakfast has no soliciting, trespassing, romancing, snooping, snitching, or unnecessary small talk welcome. And this is certainly at least two of those things.
Definitely.
So I'm going to draw some cards and see what we get. Whoopsies are red, some say. I got the King of Diamonds. Have we gotten it before? We're about to find out. When I remember what tab I'm looking at. No! Shrumph! All the wall art in the B&B has been turned upside down. Yeah.
All the wall art has been turned upside down. Excellent.
Emily
All at once?
looks at the wall art, and the like swivel joint that connects Emily's neck to the head is like more flexible than it ought to be, and so they go to like view the upside down art. The head just goes 180 in that direction. And Emily goes to clean it up. Actually, let's just resolve that right off the bat. I'm gonna spend a little card. Spend the same card. Emily just like this time, having been cajoled by Yazeba, it's like a
horrifying.
whirlwind. And every time Emily writes a picture, the head moves. You know, the picture is righted, the head moves with it, turns back the head, turns back the picture, and you can hear, if you were to like get the live feed from the programming, Emily's brain is like, detect angle. Angle relative to stairs, angle relative to floor, angle relative to nearby painting. This one is nailed. Must align with nearby painting, if not floor. So that all gets taken care of in the background.
Yola rubs one leafy finger beneath Monday's chin and leans in. Oh, he wished I was lovers with him. But I was never interested in his old bones. And besides, he already had a thing with a friend of mine. I wouldn't want to get in the way. And she nudges Monday in the ribs and looks over at Yazeba, who is in a cloud of anger trying to make people do things. Very similar personalities.
Monday has a huge grin and is clearly tucking that little morsel away for future use.
As an offhanded whoopsie, Yola is making things worse by spreading libel or over-exaggerated gossip, so I'm just going to take my spin at the wheel over here and flip some cards.
What do you got? Do you draw an ace? Do you draw another card? What are you going to draw?
I drew a jack of diamonds.
Hey.
Jack of diamonds.
Jack of diamonds. Jack of
diamonds.
Oh, we already did that one. Can I keep
going? Keep it.
Can I keep flipping?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
I think as everybody has kind of congregated downstairs to help deal with catching the shadow, I think Percy has also been here. Or not Percy, sorry, Parrish. Oh, now I'm getting them mixed up. Parrish has also been here. And Parrish has just been waiting for the right moment to communicate that he has a plan.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Well, if it's attracted to shadows, what if we just turn out all the lights? What if we try to make this room even darker than it is to bring it in? And then, when it least suspects it, boom! Percy lights the room up. We grab it, put it in a hat, and that's that. What do you think?
Well, it's a risky maneuver. The shadow dwells in darkness, powered by it. A flip of the coin. Does it get powerful enough to swallow up the whole bed and breakfast, or do we catch it by surprise?
Well, I don't know, but we're going to find out because I already set everything up for this plan to go off. And the timer should be done now. And then all the lights go out. And I'm going to take a bingo for blustering headfirst into the best solution.
Well, I have one more little wrinkle to add to this thing, is that I've just flipped over an ace while you were putting off this plan.
Okay.
So Yazeba's shadow does sneak up on us and does some mischief to us. What's the best mischief? What if the right before the timer goes off, all the lights go out?
Oh, that wasn't planned. Oh dear.
I'm just reading the rules again, and it says everyone does a whoopsie about it.
Oh my god.
When Yazeba's ghost sneaks up on us, or shadow.
Whoops. We haven't really been doing that at all.
But that
We've been
sounds
doing
funny.
plenty of now is whoopsie time. Everyone, we've got
I'll
a lot of
say-
whoopsies to do. This is actually ideal
Bite
because,
off more than I can chew then for Parrish, I guess.
Good call.
right, that makes sense. We do have 3 aces now amongst us. So maybe we all do a whoopsie and then
Then wrap her up.
chickens come home to roost.
Sounds
I
good.
also got a king of spades for my bingo. Or a king of clubs.
King of clubs. That's so funny. It's the power gone. It goes out one.
What?
Oh my God, that's crazy, actually.
Will that happen?
Holy. That's crazy.
Cross it off.
That's straight up weird. We've had more than one of those
That
incidents
is
today.
weird. Okay.
I dig it.
So just to recap, the parish is counting down like, well, the lights are gonna go off in 3, 2, and then the lights shut off. And there is pandemonium as everyone starts whoopsieing. Check your character sheets.
Yep, we all got to do a whoopsie.
All right. Well, I think Parrish is like, oh dear, this can't. I didn't plan that. Oh, maybe this was a bad idea. Realizes he's bit off more than he can chew here.
I think Emily is going to turn to Parrish and say, "What do you mean it what wasn't planned? You were counting down.
And I think just
There is no deviation beyond."
I think just
there's
at that. Oh,
I think just Emily checks like some internal clock and says 2 seconds from the expected plan. Emily's quibbling. Emily is going to misunderstand ambiguity and nuance. This is clearly reflective of your plan.
Adding to the chaos of it all, because I think this is great, right? Like she's like, oh sorry, they're like quibbling. Parrish is like going like, oh shoot, what did I do? And Yola's gonna misunderstand the stakes of the situation and just be like, well, this is very annoying. Someone please turn the lights back on. I can hardly see my watch. This is absolutely unacceptable. Yazeba, I'm not paying rent this week. And she's just going on.
and I think that's when Percy accidentally sets fire to her jacket.
To Yola's jacket?
To yeah.
Okay. Yola is highly flammable as a bush, so that's not great. And now I'm on fire? Well, this is completely unacceptable. I won't pay rent for 2 weeks.
Oh my goodness.
And as I think this continues to spiral, Monday's whoopsie is going to be one that I haven't done yet this session, which is let my smile slip from my face and reveal my true nature. Monday's smile is gone. Monday walks over to Yazeba and says, "This is getting out of control. You need to do something."
Nice. Yazeba stares daggers into Monday, unsurprised at Monday's true face. Yazeba always knows. And then does a whoopsie. I'm gonna use magic again to make everything worse. Fine. I've always been able to put an end to this. Yazeba's eyes sort of sketchily shift back and forth. I suppose it's time. I'll just call it back. Unite myself with it. Yes. And Yazeba reaches out and, in a very unwise maneuver, just sucks the shadow back into herself, not reattaching it to her feet as she possibly should, but just sucking it into herself. And Monday watches as Yazeba's tanned skin begins exploding in blotches of black that spread out from her cheeks, giant sort of blemishes, as she sucks the shadow inwards. Light is coming back to the room, but now everybody can see it as Yazeba drops to her knees, sucking in more darkness, her body sort of becoming even more withered as she is sucking it in.
I think Percy looks at, or Parrish looks at Amelie. And I think Parrish kind of like does a little gesture to what's going on. Like,
Emily nods and gestures. And
is there someone that Amelie looks at?
yeah. I think Amelie is going to look towards Yola, who, in spite of everything, I think does understand when things,
Things get serious.
when it's time to do something.
Yeah.
And so Amelie stands in front of Yazeba as the light returns to the room. And I think both, without needing to say why or the formation that they're going into, we see Parrish and Yola fall behind, getting ready to catch something. And Amelie's face digital display lights up in a blinding beam. And this long, large shadow is cast behind Yazeba, seeming to almost fall backwards, tangible, real, falling.
Yola whips out the thread and needle that she keeps in her pocket, as any self-respecting older lady would.
Parrish holds the shadow, which is limp in his froggy hands.
And she goes to work on the toes of Yazeba's alligator skin boots. 6 quick stitches on the right. 6 quick stitches on the left. There. That will do it.
It will.
She's going
Thank
to
you.
need some stiff tea, but I think that will do it.
And suddenly Parrish somehow is there with a pot of tea ready to go for everyone to enjoy. You could have sworn he was just behind you, but now all of a sudden he's in front of you with tea.
Incredible.
At the end of a long quest, I always say it's nice to warm up by the fire with a nice pot of tea.
Yes, but in some ways you can be too close to the fire. Would anybody mind putting me out?
And I think we get a wide shot sort of the house, and this first we hear the sound of that balloon inflating sort of rubberized joint thing that Emily does, and then we hear the of a hand being dunked into a bucket of water. Jacket, I guess, the jacket sleeve I was imagining. Yazeba ends this chapter by deciding what to do with the shadow once it's been cornered and trapped.
Oh, that's really cool.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Now, decisions have clearly been made, but it's Yazeba's shadow.
Mm-hmm.
So sitting with a cup of tea on a Chesterfield in the sitting room.
Yazeba's staring at the shadow, who's well behaved at the moment, bringing its cup of shadow tea to its lips and drinking, bringing the cigar to its lips, taking a long, hard pull. It's too dangerous. Get me that crystal ball.
And within a moment, you have it in your hands. Emily stepping aside.
And, yes, that bottle there, and Put it back there. Now, Percy, I need you to light up. Bright as you can again.
All right.
And
I'll do it.
Yazeba stands in front of the crystal ball with Percy yet in front of her, and behind the crystal ball, this glass jar, glass bottle, stacked up on a coffee table. And as the light shines, the shadow emanates backwards. Bent, the light bends through the crystal ball and is directed, pointed, focused, right inside the bottle itself. A tiny little version of Yazeba, the shadow falling inside the glass. Parrish, cork it.
Parrish very swiftly appears, grabs the bottle out of his pocket, pulls a cork that somehow perfectly fits this bottle, and pops it right in.
And as he does, Yazeba takes the broom and stabs at her feet twice. And the broom, which initially severed the shadow, does its magic again. She turns around, and inside the bottle is a swirling blackness. An angry shadow captured against its will. Much safer there, I think, for now. And anyways, it's nice to be able to sneak up behind people in the late afternoon. Everyone to your beds. Parrish, I'll take the bottle.
Parrish takes a look at the bottle, and before he hands it over, or as he hands it over, he just says, "Just remember, if you've ever been kept in a bottle, what it feels like."
Ridiculous.
And then he hands it over. Ridiculous.
And with that, Yazeba stomps up the stairs.
Sick. All right.
That's our chapter.
So here are our little postscripts. Does anyone have any cards left in their hand?
I have 2.
Yeah.
I have
2.
1. Great. So we have 5 leftovers, and we also have an item. Both items that we could have gotten from this are common, or not rare, or whatever they call it in this. But I noticed that we have 1, 2, 3 unresolved messes. Front door fell off its hinges. Washer and dryer dragged onto the roof. Wall art in the B&B turned upside down. Oh, I did take care of that.
Oh, we did take care of that
Cool.
one.
So 2 unresolved messes. And because that's less than, I think, 5?
5 is the...
Yep.
Yeah.
We are going to receive a hammer.
Nice.
Nice. We may place that anywhere we wish.
Okay. We were...
So now, folks, for
Cool.
anybody
What do we do with
joining
the
us for the
hammer?
first time, we have unlockables in this game.
Yes.
And some can be spent on guests, and some can be spent on little shelves.
Where can we
things.
put a hammer?
Plenty of places. Plenty of places. I wouldn't mind working a little on the front desk where we can unlock guests.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Fun. There is also a spot. I'll just throw this out there. I'm just gonna just throwing this out there just for fun.
Uh-huh.
There's a section in the rules called shelves where it describes how shelves work.
Yes.
And there's an example spot that says, here's a little shelf in the corner of the tool shed. It's got a square for a memento, and once that memento's been placed, it'll unlock Grackle McFran on page 199. Give it a shot if you have any spare stickers lying around. Guess who has spare stickers lying around? It's us.
Well, I don't mind that.
Just a little guesty poo. But if we have more specific dreams, that's okay.
No, I like that. That's good. Where is that in the book?
It's just on a random page. It's on
What?
page 34 where it explains how shelves work. It says, and hey, if you have any stickers, use
Just
one
put it
here,
here.
kid.
Okay.
Let me show you
yeah.
guys. Let me show you guys.
Let's do it. That sounds fun. Oh yeah, it's right there. An
Unlock
example shelf.
Grackle McFan. McFran on page 199. Are we? Is this a square memento?
Yes,
Okay.
that's the more common kind.
Nice.
All right, let's do it.
Let's
I
do
like
it.
Grackle McFran. What a great name.
Grackle indeed.
Grackle indeed.
Cool.
And then I think for our
Super secret character unlock, except not really if you read the book.
That's yeah, secret unless you read.
series,
But I did.
you guys want a sneak peek of Grackle McFran?
Yeah.
Of course. We've unlocked Grackle
We gotta
McFran,
know who could be a player in the Pancake War.
Let's find out who might join us.
which
Next.
we're
Pancake
definitely
War, which
doing
is
next week.
Definitely
100%
doing
happening
next
next week.
Definitely not
Um,
happening next week.
So,
Let's
doing
not do
next
that.
week, no.
I can't wait
This is Grackle
for that
McFran,
Pancake War.
a curmudgeon-y goblinoid crow in the garden's tool shed who uses any pronouns.
Whoa.
Pick me if everyone's out in the woods, some adult supervision is required, or another employee of the bed and breakfast is needed. And the fun facts include, yes, I'm a goblin who looks like a crow.
Oh my gosh.
And hired by the B&B to be the groundskeeper, but I refuse to do my job. Instead, I just live in the tool shed and eat fertilizer.
What?
Wow.
Wow. Grackle McFran is a real one.
I love Grackle McFran.
Oh, the bingos are amazing. One of them's just offer up a weird snack.
That's sick. That is so
Yeah.
good. I like also whoopsies is repeat a sentence in a mocking tone of voice.
Oh, any pronouns. We can use any pronouns as Grackle McFran.
Yeah, she's
We could
whatever we want her to
choose
be.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
He is.
He can do what he wants out there.
Yep.
See what
Whatever.
we're doing. We're using our powers right
That
now.
was, guys.
Whatever they want to do, I'm cool with it.
Nice. Good one. Okay, wait. Can we please put two more towards the biker?
Yes. So leftovers, we're
Yeah.
gonna send some towards the biker.
Do you guys
The
have that open?
biker.
I'm not there.
Um,
So we've been saving up for this biker. I don't remember what the biker's name is, but I think
The biker's name is Alex Delahan.
Alex Delahan could be a new
And we're
Alex
name.
now halfway,
Delahan.
baby.
Halfway. So did you use two on
Halfway.
that?
Whoa! Yeah,
Okay.
used two on that.
Then we've got three
That's
left.
all I can sing, by the way. Otherwise, we'll get a copyright strike.
is that on? Oh, that's on the tracks. Oh yeah, we are. We're halfway there.
Everyone go check your
Whoa.
characters to see if they have any track things that need to happen.
Oh yeah. Well, we could put some stuff into Percy. He has his little flames we can fill up, which we established last time isn't when he sets fire to things, just when we decide to spend stuff on him.
Okay.
Right. We've got
So that's an
Emily has a
option.
4-track. Each time it fills, something happens. I don't know how we feel about that. We haven't checked anything from Parrish yet.
That would be fun.
Such options.
I don't even know. This is like outfits that I'm supposed to draw.
Yes, that's true. Those are just for fun. Those are just a little fun thing you can do. Draw some outfits if you like. That's unrelated though.
Okay,
Those
so
aren't.
I have boxes I can fill up.
For
That is the thing. For Parrish.
Parrish. I think that makes sense today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Emily, does Emily have a thing?
Yes. Yeah, Emily does have things that look neat. Look neat. Pretty quick actually. Emily's tracks are short-ish. I'll take one for Emily.
Nice.
Score an Emily token.
Yazeba doesn't need any. Yazeba checks off things when she is mean to people. And this time, I'm just trying to figure out who Yazeba was most mean to. I feel like I was most angry at Monday.
That was
Yeah.
definitely deserved.
So I'm going to check off a guest who deserves it.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
I didn't even know that was an option.
It
just
really was.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
Yes.
Was I particularly mean to anyone else?
No, I don't think so. I don't think you were mean to my characters.
All right, good.
I mean, you bossed Parrish around, but I don't think Parrish minded.
Yeah,
that.
I don't think I was cruel.
And you definitely weren't mean to Percy, I don't think. You were pretty nice to Percy,
I was
actually.
pretty nice to Percy.
A little bossy, but
Yeah, true.
once again, Percy is fine with that. Both of my characters were here for it. They were like, boss me around. I consent.
Do we have any leftover things?
Do we have any leftover things? I have cards. Is that what we spend?
That is what we spend. So we've
I have
spent
two.
2 on the biker, 1 on Emily, and how many do we spend on Parrish? Anybody?
I don't know. We didn't decide that yet. How many
Okay,
would you
so
like
we've
me to
got
put?
2 unaccounted for then.
So we can
Okay,
give 2 to
so-
Parrish, maybe? Or we can give 1 to Yola. Does Monday
We
need a
could
thing?
do. We could do 1 to Parrish and 1 to Yola, or we could do 2 to Parrish. I'm very chill with either of these options.
1 to Parrish, 1 to Yola sounds great.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do that.
Ace.
I got Yola.
I got Parrish.
Nice.
Sweet.
What is did you already say what Monday's track looks like?
If Monday's track fills, Monday offers someone. Okay, so here's the
Whoa.
deep
A
lore.
deal?
It's crazy, guys.
Yeah, read it out. Read it out to our darling viewers, if
Okay.
you wouldn't mind.
This track has 7 spaces, I think, and it says, "When my track fills up, I'll erase it all and offer a resident what I think they want in exchange for their heart. If they say no, nothing happens. But if they say yes, and I buy a resident's heart, I'll have that resident sign the Heartless contract, give them a new bingo and whoopsie related to their desire, and leave the bed and breakfast." Holy.
Whoa!
Holy. Can we give Yolas to Monday?
Mhm.
I mean, I think that Monday has earned it in that one.
It was a
I think
great
Monday
first
was one of the
showing for
key
Monday.
players.
It was so cool.
I definitely think Monday deserves it.
Can I check one
Monday
off?
was a huge jerk. I will check off. Oh yeah, if you could, if you're there.
I'm
Not
there.
that
Monday
I'm
is a huge jerk,
typing
but,
a
like,
character out or
A
anything.
very, like, the kind of jerk that you're like, okay, like, love to hate, but, like, also kind of here for it, you know?
Yeah.
Sure.
You played them amazingly, Kurt.
Thank
Very
you.
cool. So
It's a very
cool.
fun character to play. It's fun
Very
to
cool
be
character.
a playful
Yeah.
menace.
Ah,
Not like,
Playful menace, yeah.
like I don't mean I'm playful and because of that I'm a bit of a menace. I mean, I'm a menace under the guise of being cheery and fun.
Yeah.
That's just fun. That's just fun to be. Not fun to have in your life.
no.
Just fun to be.
Fun to lie about for one evening of the week.
Like,
I would enjoy
here
it.
on Lies You'll Enjoy.
That's exactly
Just
what
like
I meant,
that.
Amanda. Now, that said, I feel like we are at the end of yet another Lies You'll Enjoy. But
I would
before we
concur
go,
with you.
Does anybody have anything that they want to tell all of our friends who've been with us here this evening about? Anything coming up? Anything cool happening?
Well, I just want to say you're all great.
Oh, important news. And where can we see
And
more
thanks
about
for being
that?
here.
Is there a link?
You're all great. You can see it here when you guys come to the stream because you're all great, and it wouldn't be the same without each and every one of you. So you all have to be here for you to see it, really, I guess, in full. But just look inside yourselves, and there you will find it.
Ooh, wise words indeed.
Amazing.
You can find me though, and hopefully you being great as well, because I would love that, over on YouTube and Twitch at VampX13. And I will be streaming on Wednesday again. We're gonna be streaming. What are we streaming? I want to say we're streaming, yeah, RE4 remake, the Resident Evil 4 remake on
Cool.
Wednesday during the day. And then Wednesday night, I'll be back on streaming again, talking comics with Uptown Duck, because it's time for us to get our comics and then we talk about them with you. Yeah.
Sounds like fun. Amazing.
I'm going to have my Penguin review up on YouTube as well, hopefully tomorrow. I still have to film it, so wish me luck.
Good
I
luck,
wish you
Amanda.
luck.
Thank you.
Is Penguin a TV show, Amanda?
The Penguin is a TV show on HBO Max for HBO. It is a show that is a spin-off from The Batman, which was the movie with Robert Pattinson
Gotcha.
as Batman. And the Penguin is played by Colin Farrell. It's really good. You guys should watch it.
Cool.
Honestly, also like the other characters are also all really good. So, anyways, but I have all my notes ready to go for my review. So if you want to hear my thoughts on episode 2, just check out my YouTube and that'll all be up soon.
Don't want to spoil it, but sounds like it might be positive.
It's pretty positive, I will say. I'll spoil it for you. It's I'm really enjoying it.
Kurt, do you have anything that you want to tell people about?
I wouldn't mind. If you want to keep up with the weird little games I make and other games that are cool that sometimes I might talk about, I have a little newsletter. Just Google up Kurt Makes Weird Games. You'll always know what I'm up to. I will also plug that this month is when the Golden Cobras are held, which is my favorite design challenge. It's basically a game jam, and it's all about weird little LARPs that you can play, weird little live action role-playing games. And this will be the first year that I will be submitting something. So finally, at last, I can live out my dream of making a weird little LARP that this inspiring design competition is going to have to read. Haha, judges, you have to read it. Check out the Golden Cobras. They're just great. They're just cool. You might have to search Golden Cobras RPG because it's kind of obscure.
That's awesome. That is a good thing to look out for. Awesome. Well, I don't have anything to plug except for we will be back. Well, I don't know. I was going to say we were back next week. I'm not sure about that. We haven't actually talked about it. We are probably...
Yeah, we will. We'll be back doing the Pancake War. Sure. 100%.
Of course. Yeah,
Of course,
no, we all knew that. We all knew
100%.
that.
So we are probably
No
back
doubt, no
next
doubt.
week, definitely playing Pancake Wars.
Yeah, whether we're
Definitely
back or
Pancake
not,
War.
we will be playing Pancake War next
That's
week.
100%. We'll be playing it. Maybe we won't be on stream, but we'll be playing it.
You better
Right.
all be there and tune in for Pancake War because it's going to blow your freaking...
And with that, we're going to say goodbye. Thanks all for joining us. This was really nice. It was lovely to have y'all in chat. And
This was great. I'm glad we couldn't be clipped.
We couldn't be clipped.
It was lovely.
And I'm just so
Can't-
impressed that we
can't
got
slip us.
3 streams in tonight.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
productive, baby.
All of them equally good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And also,
we all know
can
that.
we just say, even with our technical difficulties, we stayed on time
Not
and
bad.
we're finishing 10 minutes early. And this was like such a good story. Like, this has been my favorite session so far.
I think they're only going to keep getting better, to be honest.
I agree. The more we get to know the characters, the better
100%.
it's going to get.
100%. 100%.
Dang.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Okay.
too.
But we all have to get in at least 7 sleeps before we can do that. So let's get to it.
Yeah.
true.
So let's get started.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us. And we will see you on a future Monday for more Lies You'll Enjoy.